Hey there, viewers, it's Charlie. I'm back again with another Transformers review. And today's review is going to be on Legacy Buzzsaw. Now, despite sharing his name with one of Soundwave's cassettes, Buzzsaw is actually from the original Beast Wars line. Now, of course, he never made it into the actual series, but this guy still is kind of cool looking in my opinion. I mean, if this guy was in the series, I think he'd be a pretty cool character. Now, taking a look at the packaging. Well, first and foremost, we actually do have a window because this is one of the store exclusives. So thankfully his head's going to be intact no matter what. Unlike, say, Bulkhead, where his head's going to be pushed down in there. Got Buzzsaw here in his beast mode. You can see his wingspan is so big, it's actually covering one of the letters. Got Buzzsaw in his robot mode. This side we've got some of the Decepticons. The back we've got Buzzsaw in both modes. Unfortunately no QR code, which I think would have been cool. And that's pretty much it for the box. Now, taking a look at Buzzsaw in his beast mode, this guy's essentially a wasp. I don't really know my wasp types. If anything, I'm terrified by them. But I'm gonna say like a yellow jacket. But yeah, if I saw this thing buzzing around my my house, I would definitely be still with a fear. Seriously, I've been stung by one before, and wasp things are painful. Having a close-up of the wasp head. Now, of course, with the Waspinator release, you can just hear his voice coming from that. I'm not gonna do it because I can't really do the voice like some people can. But with this guy, I mean, as I say, he's not been in the show, so we don't know what this guy would sound like. But one cool detail is you can actually open up the mandibles, which I think is a really cool detail. Also, if you want, you can rotate the antenna if you want that look going on. Personally, I think they look better like this, because it looks like he's ready to attack a Maximal. Right here, we've got visible hand syndrome, unfortunately, and even visible foot syndrome, which is unfortunate. Thankfully, it's not as bad as the OG release, because the original release had the legs just, well, the back beast legs were just the robot legs. So thankfully they didn't copy that with the Waspinator / Buzzsaw release. The back we've got I guess the abdomen or the stinger. As I said, I don't really know wasps that well. Ow. Okay, jokes aside, because that was horrible. Of course, this is what becomes the gun, if you know Waspinator. Taking a look at the top, the wings for some reason are this dark black color. I mean, they do look cool, but I think on the OG release they were just a I think they were either a purple color or, if anything, I think they were just a standard translucent color. So why they would change to black here, I'm not sure. Because, in fact, well, I threw the box away, but on the box, the wings are just translucent. I don't know, maybe it's just to make the figure look a bit cooler. I mean, I do like the look of it, but eh. Now, of course, if you wanted them to, well, you can pose the wings however you want. Just have them there. If you just want them stationary, you can have them out. You can make it look like he's flying. Unfortunately, I don't see a stand anywhere. But yeah, you can pose the wings however you want. I'm pretty sure they're on ball joints. And likewise with the legs, they're just on rotation joints. The back two legs are just combined. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the beast mode. So comparing him with the other Legacy Beast Wars characters so far, not counting Tarantulas, because A, he's not out yet, and B, well, he's going to be a standard retail figure, not an exclusive. But comparing him with the other Beast Wars exclusive figures in Legacy, here we have Night Prowler and Sandstorm. So you have that. And I think these guys actually look pretty cool together. And it's kind of making me want more. Like, I'm not sure, maybe I can't even speak, but my mind's like blanking. But maybe like, I don't know, T-Rex was in Kingdom. But yeah, if we had like more of this, like more toy accurate Beast Wars figures, like Pack Rat, for example, from Kingdom Rat Trap, or like Fractal from the Golden Disc Pterosaur, and not like a Skin Chicken Dinobot that they're doing. If we had more of these obscure Beast Wars characters. But seriously, I just really want to get Fractal now. But while briefly pausing the video to get Night Prowler and Sandstorm transformed for later on, and to get Buzzsaw transformed, freezing the camera is optional, but, well, to get this guy transformed, it's pretty much just like Kingdom Waspinator if you have that figure. So to start, just rip off the stinger, which do not do that on a real wasp. But yeah, just take this section off, that's going to be his gun. Untap this section. Pretty much untap the feet from each other. Untap this section. Rotate this around. Just get the beast legs out of the way. Get the heels out. Rotate the feet out. I think it's actually best if you do it like this. There you go. Untap the arms. Once again, orientate the beast's legs. Rotate the hands around. Go like so. Untangle this. And then you just want to sandwich these together. So get this in. And then get this in for these two tabs. And you want to split the beast head open. And with the wings, orientate them however you want. If you want them out, then go ahead. If you want them down just like a cape, then go ahead and do that. And again, with the beast legs, just orientate them however you want. And well, there you have Buzzsaw in robot mode. And I think that's actually quite a fun transformation. I mean, it's slightly different from other Waspinator / Buzzsaw figures in the sense that, well, the beast legs are on different limbs. So the front legs are on the arms and the back legs are on the robot legs. Whereas on the Generations Feeling 30 Waspinator, I'm pretty sure that was the other way around. Well, having a 360 of this guy. Of course, we just have the wings there. Taking a look at the head, they actually molded they retooled the head to give him the robot head that Waspinator had in the original toy. And I think that actually kind of works. I kind of like how they did that, you know, like remolding some of the heads to give him the mutant head, or in Waspinator's case, the robot head. Well, Buzzsaw's case in this. But well, you know what I mean. I mean, it's kind of wanting. It's making me want a release of either Kingdom Megatron or Primal with the mutant head. Like, why haven't they done that yet? Even if it's just a clip-on mask or whatever. I know that would like up the price a little bit, but come on. I'll even take like an upgrade kit at this point. I know like only a couple people, if any, care about the mutant heads, but I thought they were cool. Now, giving him his gun. Well, first of all, blast effect compatibility. Nope. So this can't really function as a gun, so maybe it's more like a punch dagger where, you know, he injects his enemies with the kind of stuff that wasps do that makes their stings painful. I don't know. I don't know bugs that well. Yeah, that's gonna be my headcanon for this weapon. It's not really a gun, it's more like a punch dagger, but it's for a stinger. That's gonna be my headcanon for this weapon. I know that's not how Waspinator's weapon works, but seeing how this can't really take blast effects, that's what I'm gonna go with. Or who knows, maybe it's just a gun, but it just doesn't take blast effects. We have had this before. Kingdom / Legacy Blaster, for example. But hey, it's up to your imagination anyway. But yeah, it really does just look like he's holding the stinger of a wasp. If anything, more so than before, because at least with the OG figure, it kind of had some detailing. Whereas here, I'm not really seeing that much. I mean, there's some, but the OG figure did have some organic detailing in it. Now, alongside Night Prowler and Sandstorm, hang on, I need to straighten out Night Prowler's feet. There we go. Yeah, with Night Prowler and Sandstorm, these three definitely look really cool together. And as I said, it's definitely making me want more obscure Beast Wars toy characters in Legacy. I mean, seriously, I just want Fractal from Golden Disc Pterosaur now, please. Or if anything, like Beast Wars Neo Hardhead from Kingdom Dinobot. Or if anything, maybe like the tentacle organic wasp that the Beast Wars 2 Dash became from this mold. I don't know. Just give like the Japanese Beast Wars shows some love. Now, even though his gun can't really take blast effects, he does still have the ports on his feet. So if you want to give him like big shoes from a fossilizer or a weaponizer, or in my case, like big lasers from Aimless, because why not? I mean, in this case, it kind of works because, well, if we just get onto the articulation, well, the head can move side to side. In fact, it's on a ball joint, so he can even look up. The arms can, of course, move. Of course, they can go out for a T-pose. It's got a bicep rotation. Got elbows. Thanks to the transformation, he's got a wrist rotation. He can spread his wings. He can flap. He's got waist rotation. Legs can go forward that far, back not really that far, unfortunately, thanks to this big bit. Do the splits. Got ankle pivot, which unfortunately is useless thanks to this big section. He's got knees. And he's got foot and heel articulation. So if you want to get him into some flying poses, because he does have a stand port, then go ahead. I think I'll do that for the thumbnail, but for the video, I'm not going to do that. So yeah. So, complaints about this figure? Well, I do like the transformation, but this is just a nitpick, because keep in mind, I do suck at transformations sometimes. The transformation can be a bit fiddly, especially trying to get the legs tabbed in. You might not have this issue because I'm definitely assuming you're way better at doing transformations than I'll ever be. But yeah, for me, I sometimes struggle to get the legs tabbed in. Now for an actual complaint, well, the beast legs just sticking out. It is a thing for Waspinator, but they can sometimes get in the way. I mean, yeah, as I said, it is a thing for Waspinator, but sometimes it can get in the way for posability. I also found that the waist section can untap quite easily. But other than that, do I recommend this figure? Well, I actually quite like this mold. I mean, unfortunately I don't have Waspinator, which getting this figure before Waspinator, blasphemous, I know. But, well, I'm just trying to complete the Legacy toy line. And trust me, I I am going to get Waspinator. I am definitely going to get him one day. Hopefully sooner rather than later. But do I recommend this mold? Either this guy or Waspinator? Well, come on, it's Waspinator. I know the universe hates him, but this guy is definitely necessary. Well, Waspinator more so than Buzzsaw, but if you're a fan of the more obscure Beast Wars characters, then this guy is definitely not bad. But for Waspinator, I mean, come on, he's definitely necessary. I know, I know that's hilarious coming from me, seeing how I got this guy instead, but don't worry, I will get him. And as I said, hopefully sooner rather than later. But this is a really fun mold, and if anything, I think this is my favorite out of the Legacy Beast Wars figures so far. Well, this has been my review on Legacy Buzzsaw, and this is Charlie Young, signing off.